Not everyone has a powerful PC to run any games, especially if you want to play together with someone and discover an interesting story, because then powerful PCs are needed by several people at once. Therefore, today I made a selection of 25 games that can be played together even on cheap PCs. In addition, they all have a local co-op. That means that your partner does not even need his own computer, only the opportunity to visit you. Well, I am Maidus and let's begin. At the last place we have Kalimba, a simple puzzle for a few hours. You and your friends will have to go through different levels related to the change, location and stacking of the characters. On the 24th place is Full Play. Here you are performing on stage in a theater. You need to efficiently kick the enemies and entertain the crowd. Just don't do it for too long, because no one wants to fall asleep from boredom at the performance. Next comes Unrailed. Your task is to make a way for the train. Together with your friends, you will keep an eye on several things at once. It is necessary to extract wood and stone, make rails, and make sure that the train does not overheat. There are also many locations with different conditions and many improvements for the train. Zombie Vikings, where you will play as a gang of zombie Vikings, destroying everything in their path. You go in search of the lost Eye of Odin, which leads you into various troubles and situations. There are many weapons, abilities and levels. 21st place belongs to Ibb Obb and Obb, a puzzle game that will force you to use gravity and the height of your characters to overcome the challenges ahead. It is especially worth marking the visuals that are made in a rather interesting minimalism. 20 is opened by another puzzle, Death Squared. Here, the four of you and your friends will be given various tests. You will play as RoboCubes. To pass the level, you need sometimes to climb on each other, be in the right places and not make mistakes that will lead to a restart. The next game is Unsung Warriors. This is a full-fledged RPG with dungeons, quests and leveling. You have a variety of weapons, skills and a battle-hardened shield at your disposal. There are also bosses and a good story, but there is not much content compared to other games. Like Towerfall, for example. Although this game is also not very long, the idea itself is quite unique. This is a retro fighting platformer where you play as a bunch of archers. You need to count each arrow because they can end at the most important moment. You and your friends will find yourself in a tower and you need to save the world. 17th place, PikuNiku, a rather unique strange game with a lot of humor and jokes. You play as something like an oval with legs. You will have to solve various puzzles, platformers and of course complete in mini-games. Ninjin is next. Whether your village was robbed by badgers or bears, I don't know who it is, but it doesn't matter. You need to return all the stolen carrots home. You play as a rabbit and a fox. It seems that the genre of this game is beat 'em up runner, because almost all levels are played in motion. There are many weapons, amulets, superpowers and shurikens that you will receive along the way and buy in the shop. In Moon Hunters, your decisions have a direct impact on the story, events, meetings and characters. You choose one of the heroes and go to restore faith among the people, because the moon has not risen and the cult of sun is gaining strength and spreading its influence more and more. This game is designed for many playthroughs, as new starting locations, events, meetings and characters will become available to you. On the 14th place, BattleBlock Theater, an interesting platformer with a number of interesting mechanics. Quite a ridiculous plot, in some places you can laugh. There are many skins and levels. At first, everything is easy, and towards the end, the level becomes incomprehensible and you need to somehow get through it. Then Bread and Fred, it's also a platformer, but with much deeper mechanics. You are two penguins who decided to climb the mountain, and you are tied with a rope all the time, therefore you need to move together. On your way you will encounter various obstacles, such as strong wind or slippery ice. Pit People follows the footsteps of the heroes of Sword and Sorcery. The same hexagons and mechanics of movement in combat, only here you can completely go through campaign with two players. Another difference is that you can customize your characters by giving them different weapons, armors and heads, which you will come across a lot along the way. 39 Days to Mars allows players to feel like research scientists and go to Mars in a homemade spaceship. The action takes place in 19th century and while you travel some parts of the transport will fail, and you need to react to it. All these consist of cool mini-games, such as replace the pipe or make tea. Lovers in a Dangerous Spacetimes opens the top 10, a very fun game in which you and your partners will control a spaceship. It has many different points that require manual control. For example, someone watches the shield, another operates the turrets, and another one driving the whole ship. Rayman Legends is quite an old game. You and your partners explore the big world, save the blue NPCs, and destroy all kinds of evil. The division into chapters is especially well done, and each of them has its own theme and general mood. In 8th place is Rampage Knights, an interesting roguelike with a good idea. At first the game seems difficult, but then you get used to it. There are many classes, weapons, armor and artifacts. Achievements in their turn open new items or improve the basic characteristics. When you play for the king, you get the impression that you and your companions are sitting in front of a board game. You create your characters and go on quests and save the world, leveling up your heroes on the way. In Helldivers you control a group of 4 space marines and your task is to spread democracy to other planets. There are a lot of weapons as well as many types of support from the sky. The first in the top 5 is BroForce, with a bunch of Easter eggs to action films from decades past. Here you have Rambo, Robocop, Blade, Terminator, Connor, who is not here, and each has its own unique abilities and methods of attack. You randomly get one of the heroes and you have to destroy the terrorists, aliens and Satan by breaking through everything on your way. All this chaos turned out to be quite interesting and pleasant to drive. 4th place, Overcooked. Suddenly, everything went wrong. A big meatball monster and bread zombies have appeared and only you, the best chefs in the world, have a chance to save everything. King Onion sends you on a mission to learn and perfect your cooking skills to the max and save the world. Real chaos will happen in the kitchen and you will cook in a variety of conditions. For example, at high speeds in a truck, in a mine deep underground, in a haunted castle, on an alien swamp or even in space. The bronze medal goes to Castle Crashers, a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up with various combos and magic. The kingdom has been attacked and now only you, the brave knights, can return the stolen crystal of the king and his daughters. You will meet a lot of enemies, locations and weapons and little pets. With almost every new playthrough, a new characters with new magic is unlocked. Magica with silver gives players the ability to enchant anything with 8 elements, from regular fireballs to health regenerating mines and black holes. There is also the blue screen spell, which literally throws the player out of the game, especially if you pay attention to the fact that there is a friendly fire in the game, then you and your friends will have various funny misunderstandings when someone fired his spells in the wrong place. There are also firearms, such as machine guns, pistols and so on. You can say, why not? But plenty of swords, hammers, axes and ordinary sticks and staffs are also here. Well, in the first place, drum roll, the whole series of LEGO games. They are just like AAA projects, only with their own special style and each of them has a local multiplayer. Of course, not all of them will go to a weak PCs, especially new ones, but you should pay attention to the more old ones, like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Harry Potter and Pirates of the Caribbean. All of them are very worthy and gives players the opportunity to experience a wide range of emotions. Here you have an open world and storyline, many characters and many options for things to do. As a child, I myself spent dozens of hours playing these games, together with a friend. Don't think that it's entirely for children, many of these games have something to keep adults interested as well. Thank you so much for watching and for making it this far. It is very important for me. Like if you liked, subscribe to the channel and write in the comments if I didn't mention some cool games. Maybe I didn't even know about them. You can also write something else, I will try to answer you. Have a nice day everyone and see you in the next video.